Alright, these are some questions that I have about this whole thing. So, let's get started.
Absolutely. So what I'll release about the suspect is suspect blended in well with a college institution. We're not releasing many details right now, and we will soon. But right now we're not. But that individual appears to be of college age. We are confident in our abilities to track that individual. If we're unsuccessful in identifying them immediately, we will reach out for the public's help and the media's help in pushing those photos. That was a new development overnight, working through the night, studying those cameras. So that's something that's new and that we're working through right now. As far as the security, I cannot speak to that. Neither the Department of Public Safety nor the Federal Bureau of Investigation was involved in the planning or security of this event, and that'll have to be a question later for other agencies.
So, essentially what I've gathered so far is this person is college age. I don't know if it's male, female, who knows. Is that irrelevant? Probably not. But what I want to say about this is this person knew where to go, what to do. You know, it seems like the whole thing was freaking flawless, and they're younger than I am. Also, with the what is it? The butler PA thing. Kind of seeing some similarities, except the accuracy of this individual is a lot better than that of the accuracy of the other individual that was at Butler PA. So, it seems to me like this person might actually be a part of maybe like a militia, maybe, you know, they know how to work a rifle. Like I made a video earlier, you know, getting the dope and everything else. They know stuff. They actually know stuff. Opposed to the other guy, you know, climbing up on the roof and shooting at the president and just bullets going every which direction. He said, "You found the gun in the woods. Do you think the suspect is still in the area?"
So that's a good question, and it's a question that goes to the safety of the community, right? No, not in those woods. We've walked through those woods and secured it. As to the community, I can tell you that this was a targeted event. We don't believe that the community is at risk. However, we are exhausting every resource to find him, and we will do so.
Special Agent Bowles, that is with the BBC. From the images you have, can you see clearly the suspect's face? You say he's college age. Do you believe he was from this university? And how far do you think he may have gone in this time?
So she pretty much asked, you know, you've seen the suspect's face. You said that he's pretty much in age of going to university. Do you think he's from this university?
So I can't comment specifically on his face or any details such as that, as it's continuing to be part of the investigation, and again, we'll release that shortly. However, we're doing everything we can to find him, and we're not sure how far he has gone yet, but we will do our best.
But you have a clear image of his face?
We have images of the suspect.
So,
did you trace the gun to the owner?
Now that you've been able to recover, do you believe you know who this person is, the person that you're looking for?
Again, as part of the investigation, we're not releasing any details such as that right now. We are exhausting all.
So you see a similar thing in everything. The Epstein files, the Butler PA, you know, Luigi Mangione, you see like RFK, JFK, or JFK and MLK. You're seeing, oh, this is an ongoing investigation. We can't tell anybody garbage. Nothing. We can't say anything because it's an ongoing investigation. I feel like we need to put an end to that BS because We need to be able to know something about something. Like if you have if you have your whole people that you're leading just clueless, scared, afraid, 24/7, you know, the mainstream media just divides us all day, every single day. That's all it seems like they want to do. Have us scared, have us poor, and have us afraid. We can't say nothing.
All of our resources to be able to collect those, but that's, again, part of the investigation.
Have you been able to trace back the owner of the gun?
Excuse me?
You said you found the weapon. Have you been able to trace back the owner of that weapon or who purchased it?
We are working on that, but again,
Again, the same BS. She asked if they could trace the owner of the gun, assuming that there's a serial number. I highly doubt that. I think they shaved that the shit off. And, of course, he gave the same hog water.
part of the investigation that I can't release. Not at all. We've got complete and total support from everyone, from the director on down, and it's been an incredible supportive environment so far. All I can say is that we're working the investigation the best we have with the environment we're given. So, thank you.
Notice his body language, his demeanor, not looking people in the face, that type of stuff. You guys notice that? None of this seems like, it just all seems weird. It just all seems. You look at the school shooting that happened the other day with the person that was, you know, gender neutral or something, I don't know, had all the stuff on the bullets, all the guns, that kind of coordinates with this. You know, like all this stuff that's been going on. It's all kind of, all the pinpoints are leading back to one another, in my opinion. Like, and they all say the same crap. It's an ongoing investigation. It's an ongoing investigation. It's an ongoing. Nobody does anything. We never get any answers from anybody, ever. Why is that? What is going on in this country? It's always the same BS, man. Always the same crap. You know, maybe 30 years from now, they'll say that they're going to release files on stuff like this, and all of it will be redacted. Anything that has any type of relevance. Like, they'll unredact the word the, and, maybe. You know, this is all I see on everything. It's just, we can't tell you guys anything. We want you to be ignorant on the facts, on everything that's going on, so you could just speculate, sit here and speculate. You can, and there are some smart people. That's the good thing about the internet, is you have hundreds of millions of people essentially looking at the same thing, and some people see things that I don't see. I see things that some other people don't see, but one thing that I can tell you that we all see is people being untruthful. Maybe I need a tinfoil hat. I'll go grab some foil out of the kitchen here later or something, but man, it's the Butler PA thing didn't feel right the whole time, and like not a lot of it made a whole lot of sense. This thing's feeling the same freaking way, man. This thing's feeling the same way. What? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just making videos about this stuff because, like, I'm just tired of crap like this happening and nobody ever gets any type of answers on anything. Like, we're just kind of, oh, yep, a terrible thing happened. Let's leave you in the dark. I mean, I'm just tired of that. What were you doing when you were, I don't know, let's say 19 to 20 years old? What were you doing then? I only got into, like, just looking at politics when I was, like, 27. Other than that, I really didn't, like, as soon as Joe Biden came in, I was like, something bad's happening. And sure as crap, it did. 18 to 25, dude, I was just worried about making money, you know, dating, having fun, crap like that. I think I didn't even own, like, my first gun was a .22 long rifle. I don't think I even owned a firearm until I was like 21 or 22. Like, let alone when, like, the first couple of years I had a firearm, I was like, dude, yeah, you just kind of point and shoot. Like, I would take it to the range and older guys would come up and show me some tips and tricks, and then it was only until I started making a little bit of money to where I could afford to shoot until I got, like, really invested in my knowledge on it and my passion for it. But, you know, at 20 years old, on a 30-06 rifle, 200 yards, no shot, I would have made that. There's no way I would have made that shot. Assuming it had iron sights on it. Now, maybe, potentially, I could do that with magnified optic. Yeah, I don't know, man. This whole thing just stinks, in my opinion. Like, everything about it is screaming weird to me. It just doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense, man. And if somebody lost their life to, or because of political propaganda that they're trying to spread and division, I think we're going down a really dark road here. Just my opinion, that's what this type of stuff is looking like to me. You know, we're going down a real dark road here. Because this, I mean, I don't know. I've been passionate about things in my life. Nowhere passionate enough. I guess I can show some type of discernment for things, but I've never been passionate enough to feel like my opinion is worth somebody's life ever. And I usually respect everybody's opinions on things. Just, I don't know. But at 20 years old, let's say 21 years old, you're going to go shoot somebody because they were talking about gang violence. Stuff that just had an opposite view of you. I don't really... That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, man. I've talked to a lot of people in my life. Talked to a lot of people. And, you know, somebody that is that far, you know, disassociated, I don't see somebody saying, hey, you know, we need to do something with this person. You know, you can't, if you're that far on the weird side or whatever, or just undeveloped, or, you know, having something go on in your head, how has that not been caught by anybody? You know? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Let me know what y'all think.